Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Shokugeki no Souma. It is season 3 episode 24 and as always, if you want to see this episode, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses, dot pods with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. To those that came back, welcome back. Now let's see. It was a nice episode. I mean, in many regards, not really surprising, right? It felt like it had to end that way. Although I'm a little bit disappointed that we did not see anything of the third match, to say, right? I mean, this was a former third seed against the actual fifth seed, and it was just ended like she's lying on the ground and he won. And that's like, okay, why? I guess it was a matter of time. I guess possibly in the novels, in the written version, you would have that match inside, and here they only have so much space and time for showing characters that they just skipped those that are not major characters, I guess. But it felt a little bit like, why did they bring it in even then? Or shouldn't they have done, I don't know, like something... them at first, maybe, like he won easily. Possibly then it would be like they want to, they have already won and Yukihira's is not important anymore, something like that. Whatever, it was just weird. So about this match, however, in the end it was about delicate, light taste, very in the background and easy against a strong punch. We had something like that as well in the past before. I remember there was this match when he went against the Devil, who's in with strong spices, with pepper, with everything that attacks you, kind of. And there was something he was known for, that this is hard to beat because it just pushes your sensory into an overload. He was not as strong this time, no question there. But it was the idea that something is very delicate, and I commented it during the reaction itself, that it felt a little bit like the judges just don't know after eating what it was. You know, this is like, oh, that was nice, and then it's gone. And although this is a nice thing to have, and it speaks volumes of her abilities, it feels a bit like, wasted potential, wasted time. If I have a really, really good meal, which normally would cost a fortune to buy, I would be kind of dissatisfied if I had eaten it and just felt like, it's already gone, it's not really, where is it? It was nice, but that would possibly be my reaction there. While the one that Yukihira did seemed to have been, crunchy, and you eat it and it's just like and another one, you enjoy the moment at eating. I don't know, maybe it's just a feeling for me, but I think this is where it went a little bit. The major thing, however, was, and that was something that is pointed out in this picture here, once she knew it was about Soba, she stopped thinking of alternatives. And that's the thing, she knew what is the best Soba you can do. You trained it, right? You learned it. And here we are again. The idea of Director Azani versus the Rebels. Director Azani saying, there is just one perfect way of making a dish. So there's like the perfect way of making soba. And everyone has to learn this way and no other, and you will always make the perfect soba. And here in this episode we again see it's not. Right? You have to adapt. You have to think about the room temperature. What the heck? Or we had the picture of Yukihira in the diner with the guests laughing and drinking and stuff like that. So in this situation, and you're making a soba, you might consider, okay, they are more, a happy bunch. They are more about having fun with each other. So you maybe want to adapt the soba a little bit. They will possibly not... be so keen of the light flavor. they possibly want something stronger, or he has something to drink in his hand. What is he drinking? What would complement that drink? You know, what would be the best combination of, I don't know, the orange juice he has or the beer he has if I create a soba? Thinking he will get that. So it's the idea of creating something unique every time. And I think that is a major difference. The Central wants to create something that is top notch, but always the same, perfect in their regard, while the rebels around Yukihira are more like, you do it for the guest. So you adapt to the guest, to the room, to the situation, to everything. You always try to do the best at the moment, and by doing so you improve a bit every time. By those in Central, once they have mastered the best version, they will stop. That's it. It's the zenith. It's the top of the mountain, and you cannot go further because it was said that this is the best version. But in such a case, it would never improve. So I think this episode showed that again in a very nice way. It is a bit questionable if someone so experienced as she is, as Nene, as she is, would seriously make multiple mistakes that were done. Not big ones, you know, very small ones. But then she was, as it was pointed out, very central-minded, you could say, right? So she is a little bit like the epitome of what Central was about. Someone trained in the arts of doing the best version, brought over by generations. But even then, the judges said you can taste that it was brought over by generations because it improved with every generation. Everyone learned a bit more and owned their skills and fine-tuned it a slightly bit more. And that is what it is about. Every generation should fine-tune it a little bit more so she can learn something. And I like that she didn't, I don't know, like cry, break down, or got really, really angry with what happened. She was a little bit pissed, but not very much. But it felt to me like in the end, she was like, okay, I can learn something from that. And she should. I mean, why not, right? So when you have a soba restaurant like she is, I'm pretty sure she does not serve just one kind of noodles, one kind of soba there. If you're going in there, you want to have different version options. You don't want to go into a restaurant that just has one dish. It's a good one, but it's just one dish. Sometimes you want something else. So, enough about that. It was really good. Let's see the temperature. Yeah, okay. I already talked already about everything I wrote down. Surprising. So we are at the end of season 3. We are at the end of the third plate. And as far as I know, there is an... After I've stuck. There is an OVA coming. And I'm pretty sure it will be the one, unless they completely go somewhere else. Tsukazu versus Yukihira. If it is a 3-on-3 again, we possibly will get 2 other competitors. I am waiting for the big match of the old ones cooking against each other, you know? So talking about Yukihira's father and Mr. Azani. And maybe some of the other old guys. It would be cool to have him, at least as... It doesn't have to be 3-on-3 old. It's just that he's in one of the bouts, or something like a big one where 3 people work together for one dish against 3 other for one dish, so that they're really working together. This time they worked next to each other. The together working would be cool because we have seen in the past that every one of the friends of Yukihira has their own specialty. They're all good in general. But we have someone who is good when it comes to seafood, right? So talking about Megumi, we have someone who's good about spices, Hayama. We have, I think it is Elise, that is very good when it comes to modern cuisine to using technology. So if you could use this and combine it, it would be a cool thing. It all kind of combines in Yukihira because he's learning from all of them, right? But they are special at what they do. So give me a team battle, a real team battle. I would love that. So I look forward to that. And to the next season, which is already out, which I will react to as well afterwards. So I hope you like that as well. That's it from me this time. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you did as well. And until the next time, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.